Yo guys, welcome back to another video. And yeah, I thought AV wouldn't be giving us anything in the next like couple of days, but I guess I was wrong. But yeah, they did give us something, and they shown us two new sneaks, and yeah, they're kind of crazy, you know. The first one's just a unit sneak, so yeah, we got here. I think it's a unit from Tokyo Ghoul. It's either was it the Toka girl or I don't know, Ayato. But yeah, you can see. I haven't watched Tokyo Ghoul, so I'm not sure. Maybe I probably need to watch it. And that probably sounds crazy saying I haven't watched it, but yeah, low-key I just couldn't be bothered. But you can see. Oh, I can't even zoom in. Can I zoom in? No. But yeah, VFX is kind of clean, you know, it's pretty clean. Can you even hit the SFX? Or you probably can't. Let me put the clean it now. Yeah, look. Yeah, it's cool, you know. Can't really hate on it. But yeah, I guess that's one unit. So we got AINZ and Tolka confirmed, or Ayato, I don't know who it is. I've just been hearing that it's either one of them two. And next up, the game changer, the unit that's gonna break this game. The unit's gonna go crazy. It's AINZ, bro. We got more for AINZ, and there's a few things, not even a few things, 6 things you can do. I'm not sure how they're gonna work. It could either be upon takedowns, they could be one-time thing. It could just he could have a lot of stuff, man. I don't know. Like with irons, there's a lot you can theorize with him. But yeah, these 6 are crazy. I guess there's ones that stand out above the rest, but there's a few that are like they're alright, but the other ones just stand out. The ones that stand out for me is 1, 2, and 3. I'll get into them. So yeah, let's go. First off, every wave increases the damage. This will deal by 30%. On activation, deals this damage to all enemies on the map. So it's basically Sid's nuke. But yeah, it might be even crazier because based on his own damage stat and the fact that you're going to be running probably a burb on him, you could probably get like some crazy nuke damage, you know. Because every wave 30%, you know, in like infinites, you go up to like 250 waves, 250 onwards, you know. Maybe even like 300 sometimes, you know, depending on the map. And the fact that you could have this nuke here charged up like crazy. Like just imagining, yeah, like imagine you play something like wave 5 and you get to like wave 300. You're gonna have 295 waves just times by 30%, and you're gonna be doing this much damage. Like it sounds so stupid, you know. I don't know what to say. It's just so stupid. Maybe his damage stat could be low, but I don't know, you know. What about that voice crack? But yeah, like recently, most Vanguards have been like cracking the 300, 500, 400k, even was it Escona hits like 1 million something. So I'm not even sure at this point, man. This one just sounds so stupid. Yeah, it's just so stupid. And the next one we got Scroller of Man and Nature. Basically, he just has a free teleport for all your units, so you can basically move them from one spot to another. Don't know how it's gonna work, but it sounds very interesting. Because the circle that he opens up, it's a large circle, so yeah. Probably you can fit all your units as long as you place them close together. And then next up we've got this one, 11 elements overflowing. Overflowing? What? Overcoming. Instantly refill. What? Instantly refills all meters on the map. And for units like Hollow Surf and Shiro, those 2 units can benefit from this heavily. Of course, you got Baiken, Alpha, Not Good Guy, Kazi, all these other Guilty Gear units. But yeah, other than Baiken and I guess Alpha, the other ones are kind of in the mud, so yeah, I wouldn't say them. I guess you could also say Sid and Goku and Vegeta, but they're just swap meter units, so I don't think you really want to be using on them. But the main units you'll definitely benefit from this is Shiro and yeah, Hollow Stuff. And next up we've got Branch of Mio. Yeah, me. I ain't gonna try to pronounce that. You know, I'm gonna try to ignore that. But yeah, of course, every unit of the active player becomes permanently immune to status debuffs and status effects. Yo, Nagblocks is gonna be amazed, man. Nagblocks is gonna be amazed. But yeah, that's just a little joke. But yeah, pretty much yeah. Yeah, that's just stupid, man. On a lot of maps, like I guess Marshall Island, Land of the is it Land of the Gods? Yeah, Land of the Gods. Or other map, guess the AOT maps as well, because you're gonna have against Blinded and of course dealing with the stupid what's it Energy Drain as well. It's gonna feel very nice. And of course you got Caloric Stone. This one is the one that I'm most excited for because it says opens up a list that allows the player to pick any one unit they own, and this unit basically gains the trait that AINZ has, because Lit King is probably his name. So yeah, you probably gain the trait that he has and yeah, place it. So yeah, basically any unit here, I'm guessing it's any unit here, and you can just pick any unit from here and just place them. You can get some crazy synergies with this. You know, imagine just placing Broly, placing like just any of these Vanguard units for free. I guess for tournaments it's gonna be interesting because of course elemental bans. So yeah, I want to see how that pairs up with it. I guess, you know, maybe he bypasses it because you know how AV can bug out. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that sounds very interesting. Then this one's very interesting as well. I'm gonna try to pronounce that as well. Yeah, we can ignore that. Input a number of your choice and rewrite reality. Yeah, that's very interesting itself. I don't know what to say about that one. How's it gonna work? I don't know. And of course, there's some funny numbers that people are gonna input. But yeah, maybe each number up to 100 correlates to a different thing. But it says off your choice. You could put some crazy numbers. I don't know, man. This is definitely very interesting. I think the one I'm most interested about is this one because legit can't even depict anything that you're gonna do with this one. This one I'm very excited for. I'm guessing infinite wise. In tournament, I guess it could get some usage depending how early you can place him on. Or maybe he can only be placed from like a wave. I don't know. He sounds interesting, man. There's a lot they could do with irons. A lot of drawbacks. Because having all of this sounds crazy, you know. So of course he's gonna have a lot of drawbacks. Whether it be his AoEs. So he could have like some small circle or like a medium circle for his final upgrade. He could also just have mid AoEs throughout all of his upgrades. He could also cost a lot to even place down, like maybe 5k, 7.5k, 10k. Now 10k sounds crazy. Don't think they'll do that, but you never know. He could also just cost a lot. Imagine costing like 600k yen to max out or 400k yen. I think the highest was it Escanor or Gogeta? I don't think any unit surpasses like 200k yen to max out. So he could be the first unit that costs that much. But yeah, that's just pretty much it for AINZ, you know. Of course, there's the other passes he has, you know, the other ones, which is very cool as well. I guess I do have a list of them, so I'll go through them if just why not. Then of course you got this one as well, the UI sneak. This one is pretty nice, you know, it's clean. I can't really hate on it. But is this something I'm joking. Is this something we asked for? I don't know. Don't think anyone really asked for it, but it's pretty cool, you know. It's very nice. I do like it. Yo, Funa lobby type of shit, bro. Nice, bro. But yeah, it's very nice. I do like it. So let me just bring up the list I have for this one. Oh yeah, so yeah, here we got the 9 things from that little sneak from earlier. You know, it was posted ages ago. So I'm sure a lot of you guys seen it, but yeah, there's a few combinations. Let me just talk about which ones I do like. I think these ones are they're alright. I think this one, undead controls on all of them. It's just pretty much just summoning, and it's just summoning enemies for 30% of his own damage. Yeah, it's alright. Then you got these two, just basically stronger summons of his own damage stat. You know, was that 13x of his own damage stat. Oh wait, just 1200%, I guess. It's alright, you know. But the ones here where it gets kind of crazy with these two, because you can get 4 spells that you can pick. And these two are the ones I'm most interested about, I guess. It's just flat damage buffs. Flat damage buff and a flat SPA buff. 20% SPA for 50 seconds. 50 seconds is a long duration, you know. That's very crazy. What's Broly's one? Broly for his own damage buff. Let's check. Broly. Oh, 60 seconds, but yeah. I guess I can. Okay. Broly has a better one, but of course, he can give SP reduction and, of course, damage reduction. Damage, increasing his damage for himself. Then next up, we've got. Okay, Despair is the one I'm most interested by. I don't think it will be able to stack with Wounded and Bubbled, but it's crazy, you know. You got the 30% more damage, similar to how Bubbled works. Where's Newsman? Yeah, Bubble or enemies take 30% more damage. But this Bubbled is different too. This Bubble's only on the next hit, so but his one, it don't say next hit, it just says to just take 30% more damage for 10 seconds. And of course they're slowed by 30% as well. So yeah, this just sounds crazy, you know. It might be a case where you have to apply this debuff first, because some debuffs mess up each other. So yeah, I guess you apply it first. Then next up, you've got this one. This one's pretty crazy as well, giving all your units 50% damage and 20% range for 30 seconds, you know. That alone is just nuts. And then of course, this one's pretty cool as well. Basically, you can get 5% cost reduction if you upgrade an ally that's affected by this 50% damage and 20% range buff. So you got 30 seconds to upgrade an ally and they get 5% cost reduction. And then next up, so basically you can just upgrade all your allies. So you can just upgrade all your allies once, yeah, when they're affected by this, and you basically have 5% cost reduction on them the whole time, which is very nice. What was that? Over here, yeah. Okay, next up is Fireball and Apocalypse. These should just burn. You got Intense Burn for 10 seconds, 50% of his own damage, and then Regular Burn for 100% of his unit's damage for 8 seconds. Then this one is just a 50% slow for 30 seconds. It's the same as Newsman. Newsman got a 50% slow for 30 seconds. Stark is the one that's kind of got power creep by this one, I guess. Would he call it power creep? I don't know. But yeah, Stark slows for 50% for 20 seconds, you know. So yeah, it's not the same. Okay, why did I go here? But yeah, you can see he has that as well. And this one is the most exciting, you know. This is the one I'm most excited about. This attack pulls in all enemies near to it, to a point that the attack occurred. So let's say you just set him to last attack, and you know how many units we're going to get pulled by this. I'm not sure, but I guess if it's within his own range, that's kind of cool. But it might just be like the attack has its own range, and I'm not sure how it works. You know, it could be like Wonder View, and how Wonder View has like certain specific ranges. Let me show you like. Yeah, like 50%, 50 range, 15 range, 70 range. It could be like specific area of enemies that get pulled in by it. So yeah, I guess that could be one thing. And then next up we've got, what was it? Yeah, this one's pretty cool as well because you got 150% damage, of course, and it bypasses immunity, by the way. So that's pretty cool as well. But yeah, this part you can play it, you can do this damage over time. That's pretty cool as well for 10 seconds, you know. And then oh yeah, this one, creation raises a rock wall at the nearest enemy on the track for this unit. The wall has 400% of this unit's damage and lasts for 30 seconds. Only one wall can exist at a time. I'm not sure if this interferes with AINZ's wall because AINZ's in-game name is like I think it classifies it as a reishi wall. So maybe it could interfere with that, but I'm not sure. Maybe it wouldn't. But there's also probably with other AINZs, you probably just can't have multiple walls at the same time. Probably for the fact I don't know if will it stop them. I'm not sure, but yeah, there's a lot that goes on with this. A lot that you can probably speculate about this one. Speculate. Then you got this one, Greater Heal, just fully healing all summons on the track. I'm not sure how I feel about this one. Yeah, I don't know about this one. Maybe with Darkness, you could probably go crazy because Darkness has her own like unique thing where let me just show you like where's Kazuma? What's his name? Oh, I don't know his name. Where is he? Oh, Kalasuba, yeah. You see Darkness, yeah? She dies and then respawns after 30 seconds, you know? If an enemy has less HP than her max HP, then they will die, and as long as all enemies that are hitting her is less than her max HP, she will not die at all. So yeah, maybe that could go crazy with her because a lot probably you can do some crazy stuff with that. And this one, Astral Smite, this attack is undodgeable and ignores 100% damage reduction. That was crazy because enemies with Overshield are so tanky. You also got enemies with Resilience, you know, they get tanky as well. Of course, when you pair Resilience with Overshield, those enemies are just like tanky as hell. And that's pretty much it, you know. So yeah, AINZ looks like some busted unit. I don't know what to say. I don't know how he is allowed to have all this. But yeah, he looks like he's worth the wait. Oh my days. Another voice crack. But he looks like he's worth the wait. And of course, let's hope all the other units that they are gonna sneak eventually are gonna be worth the wait. I don't know what she's for. Could be a banner unit, could be a whirlwind unit, I'm not sure. But I guess Toka's kinda cool, you know, Tokyo Ghoul as well. Let's see, there might be like 5 more units they probably got left to show. Maybe 4, I don't know. They will see. That's it for the video. Let me know what you guys think about AINZ. You know, I'm very interested to see what you guys think about him. But yeah, let's just wrap this video up and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.